Police are on the lookout for this hooded armed robber in our region tonight. Thank you for joining us. I'm Krista Boehm. A second armed robbery this weekend, this one in Grand Forks at Hardee's on Columbia Road. Police say a white woman walked into the store at around 10 last night with a large black handgun and demanded cash from an employee. She's described as early to mid-20s, tall, and a thinner build. She was wearing a white hooded sweatshirt, black sweatpants, a black face mask, and carrying a black backpack. She was last seen leaving the parking lot on foot and got away with an unknown amount of money. If you have any information, you're asked to call Grand Forks Police at 701-787-8000. The other armed robbery occurred in Glendon, where police are looking for two men after they robbed the PetroServe gas station on Friday night. It's been a 22-year battle for a Park Rapids mother whose son died overseas in Japan, serving this country. We first reported on this story over 2 decades ago, but this family is looking for resolution after their son's military death was classified as accidental. Valley News Team's Christina Craig spoke to the family, who's hoping to push the military to mark his death as service-related.
The memories that are good are so good. You don't want to give them up.
It's been 22 years of heartache for Jan Beamdyke. She carries the memory of her 21-year-old son, Scott Michael Beamdyke, but rooted in her beliefs, there's a problem she can't put to rest.
There is an old saying that justice delayed is justice denied. And a lot of kids that have served their country have been denied the justice of the truth of how they died, as have their families, and that stuff has got to stop.
Her son Scott was found hanging in his military bunker on January 22nd in 1993. Beamdyke believes this wasn't suicide, but that her son was tortured and murdered. Professors Beamdyke sought out for answers, reviewed the autopsy, and state that Scott's hyoid bone was broken and embedded in his throat. She says that could only happen from manual strangulation.
We just keep ending up in the back burner because it's been a long time since this happened, and I should be getting on with my life. Right here.
With stacked drawers full of information, she is unwilling to accept Scott's death as accidental. Beamdyke feels she's getting the runaround when looking to the government for answers.
All the information that you give them, they put it in a report and they put it on somebody's desk. And it has 30 days to be responded to, at which point somebody at that desk takes a look at it and says, oh, I don't think that this is something that I should be handling. It belongs over there, and it goes to another desk for another 30 days.
Beamdyke says by the time anybody has any real information, other newsworthy matters take precedence, and her inquiry is once again pushed to the side.
As much that can be done should be done until the questions that are being asked by the family are actually answered.
In Park Rapids, Christina Craig, Valley News Live.
A resolution this Minnesota family may not get anytime soon. We did reach out to Senator Klobuchar, but haven't heard back yet. A new report may provide more answers in a deadly school bus train accident near Livermore, North Dakota. The Highway Patrol says it will release the final report on the crash tomorrow. 2 people died in that January 5th accident. Lieutenant Tom Iverson with the Highway Patrol says the report will clearly state all the facts that led up to the crash. Stay with us on Valley News Live and online at valleynewslive.com as we bring you the latest. A massive fire at an oil waste disposal site yesterday off Highway 85 south of Williston has been put out. Fire crews from Williston and Alexander responded to the blaze early Saturday morning to help put the fire, but the fire was too big and they didn't have enough resources. The site's owner, Tervita, was then asked to handle the emergency. Now that the fire is out, cleanup has started. There was another oil explosion yesterday near Killdeer, too, where 3 oil tanks caught fire, creating this huge cloud of smoke. The numbers are staggering. Every night, 150 young people don't have a place to call home. That's not a statistic across the nation or in a big city, but rather here in the Valley. Valley News Team's Macy Anger looks at why it's so hard to see and what one program is doing to help the homelessness.
Walking down the streets of Fargo, you'll notice the small town atmosphere. But that doesn't mean it's without big city struggles. Homelessness is growing.
I think we're all so busy with our lives that we don't really think about it because we don't see a lot of it.
I feel like it's not as visible as the bigger cities, of course, but it is a growing concern in our area.
A lot of people are not aware of what goes on. They don't see it unless you look for it.
It's something we tend to think of as a person standing on the side of a busy intersection with a sign. Someone who we think would be sleeping on a park bench or in a bus stop. But the truth is, young people who are homeless tend to be hard to see.
It's stereotyped almost to be that person standing on the street without a place to go or sitting on the street without a place to go. And it doesn't necessarily just look like that. And so a lot of what we see is young people having couch hop from friends to friends place, not having a stable place, not necessarily knowing where they're going to sleep that night.
YouthWorks is a program that helps 15 to 22-year-olds who could lose their homes.
Different clothing, warm clothing.
With a recent grant, they'll now be able to reach out to those living on the streets.
We go out and approach individuals and let them know who we are, what services we provide in the community, and then provide them those basic items that they may be in need of.
But the organization says this could just be the start.
Until housing becomes a priority, we'll see homelessness continue to grow.
And could become something that's easier to see.
Street outreach.
Macy Enger, Valley News Live.
Many people may be wondering how they can help. YouthWorks says the program welcomes any donations of small basic items like toothbrushes, toothpaste, and soap, as well as winter clothing. And remember, you can like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and stay informed throughout the whole day.